Welcome to the Bell Being Global Affairs Zoom Room. My name is Sonia Bean, and I'm the founder of the Bell Being Global Affairs. And today I'm here to do another installment in our series entitled Middle East Objective Analysis. I want to talk about the 5 W's of life. Now, are you familiar with the 5 W's of life? Can you name any of the 5? Okay, so the 5 W's of life is who, what, when, where, and why. Now, some people may have heard the how, but we're doing the W, so we're going to talk about why and not how. If you're an English speaker, and I'm assuming that you are because you're listening to my English audio, you've heard this more than likely in your English class, your literature class, in a writing class at some point during your academic and school career. You probably had a teacher ask you while you write a paper, did you cover the who, the what, the when, the where, and the why in your writing? And the thing about the 5 W's is important in any realm, not just in writing, but in every aspect of life, is if anyone has a solid foundation of the 5 W's in any topic, they're automatically in the head of the class. And the reason for that is because most people are not very rooted in the who, the what, the when, the where, and the why. Now, Israel and Palestine is a very controversial topic. It's something that most people all over the world are talking about today. And the thing that's interesting about this conflict versus almost any other conflict is that people who are passionate and argue about it cannot agree on the fundamental, the who, the what, the when, the where, and the why of the conflict. So let me ask you, who is this conflict about? Now, some people may take a religious spin and say it's about Muslim versus Jews. Some people may say Israelis versus Palestinians. Some people may say occupiers versus oppressed. I mean, it's a wide range of answers that's likely to come back to who is it about? What is it about? Why are people fighting? Is it just about the attack that happened in October 2023? Is it about something that's rooted in the establishment of Israel as a country? Is it about the Balfour Declaration? Does it go back 2,000, 3,000 years? What exactly is this conflict about? When did it start? Something as simple as when did it start? It's actually more controversial than you would think because there's a range of answers that come back. You know, the 6-Day War, 1948, again, the Balfour Declaration. When exactly did this start? Where are the lines for Israel and Palestine? Where is Israel and Palestine? If I was to give you a globe or a blank map of the entire world and say, point out Israel and point out Palestine, could you point out the West Bank? Could you show me Gaza on the map? Could you show me the boundaries of Israel? How rooted are you in where is this conflict? And why are people arguing and fighting about this all the time? Now I'm going to ask you this. I want you to do a self-assessment. I want you at the moment to sit and think on a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being I'm a Middle East expert. I know all the ins and outs. I know all the nuances. I know every single thing about Israel-Palestine. And 1 being, what is Israel and Palestine again? What they're fighting? That's new for me. That's new information. So between 1 and 10, where would you rank yourself? And it's very important to be honest with yourself. Today is primarily a self-assessment. And the reason for that is I want everyone to understand where you are currently in your journey for pursuing knowledge regarding the Israel-Palestine conflict. So that when we finish the series, you can think about this moment right now and say, I started off as a 4. And when we finish this, I'm going to ask you the same question. Let's sit and think between 1 and 10, where are you? Hopefully you will be at 8 or 9 or even a 10 when we are finished with this. Now, why is this even important? You know, to go deeper in our knowledge and our journey about Israel and Palestine. I'm going to give you the secret to winning an argument. And it's something that I learned when I was in London in law school. I wanted to be a barrister. And so in order to be a barrister, you have to join an end of court. You have various dinners, you have networking events. And so I wanted to figure out which end I wanted to be a part of. So I started going to various events at different ends of courts so I can figure out where I belong. Now, when I was visiting one end, a very famous barrister pulled me to the side and said, "Do you know the secret to winning an argument?" Now, I didn't want to sound uninformed because my first thought was, how to win an argument? Study more? Yeah, that must be the answer. If I study more, if I have all the knowledge, that's how I win the argument. And the barrister looked at me and said, "No. The secret to winning the argument is this. When the law is on your side, you argue the law and you argue reason. When the law is against you, you argue with vigor, you argue with passion, and you bang on the table." The person who wins the argument is the person who can take the facts and figure out how to apply the facts to themselves so that the law is on their side. And while they do that, they also argue with passion and they bang the table. And that combination of the two is how you will always win an argument. Now, this is not a debate. This course is not prepping you for a debate. It's not about winning arguments. However, when you're advocating, when you're doing your writings, when you're working with your teams, when you're doing business dealings that's related to Israel and Palestine, a lot of times today, because passions are so high, the person who's the most passionate starts to silence everyone else. And the person who has more of the answers, a lot of times we back away and we get a little more shy because we're not very rooted in the facts of what we know. And for that reason, taking this course is very important because what we're going to do is, again, we're going to get all the facts, all the information, look at it from every side so that we can speak with the confidence and the authority of one who's a Middle East expert. Now, for anyone who, when you did your self-assessment, you said, "I'm an 8, I'm a 9, I'm a 10, I know almost everything." I would invite you to join us in this course because you may need a bit of cognizant reframing. You may know things from your perspective, but how well do you know the other side's point of view? How well can you argue or reason or explain things from the other side? Assuming there's only two sides. Let's say there are 4 sides or 5 sides. How many different ways can you explain what's going on with Israel and Palestine? And when I say how many different ways, how many different perspectives can you speak about the topic? Now, if you said, "I can speak about it for 1 or 2, great. However, by the time we're finished with this journey and by the time we finish with this course, you all will know all the sides, all the points of views. And you'll be able to speak on facts and reasoning, and you'll be able to speak about this in a very passionate way." So, thank you for joining. Next week, we're going to start really diving into the meat and potatoes of this topic. Last week was our introductory overview. Today, I just wanted to level set with you and do a quick assessment. But next week, we're going to talk about who. Who is this conflict about? Now, if you want more information about the who, the what, the when, the where, and the why, if you want the answers to those questions, make sure that you subscribe to our premium content because I have a video that actually answers all the questions that I posed in this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you know anytime I have new videos available. And make sure you visit me on bellbeingglobal.com so that you can view my blog posts and you'll see more details. I'll see you with the next video. Bye.